Alright, so some New Year's thoughts. First, wow, nice morning. Never want to miss another sunset again. Think off the grids. Just buy yourself some good ass weightlifting equipment. All merino wool everything. Injinji toe socks, Vibram 5 fingers, simple down vests. Get yourself right. New Year's resolutions means new place, new use. We off the grid for my kids. So actually the funny thing too is I've actually noticed both my neighbors, one has an Audi Q3 and one actually has an Audi A3. Both of them are in service. They have all these courtesy vehicles. So yeah, don't get a Volkswagen, Audi, Porsche, Lamborghini, Bentley, whatevs, all owned by the Volkswagen group. They're always in the shop. Yo, check out my Prius bulldozer edition. And actually the funny thing too, so my sister-in-law, my sister Jennifer, she just got a new Prius. Looks super cool. But actually the funny thing is the new Prius, right, the one that looks like a 911 from the back with the straight taillight, it actually has a way smaller trunk. And I'm like, dude, this is like, I'm like starting to appreciate the 2010, yeah, matte black, 20 Priuses matte black. Finna Prius till I die, right? So Kinsaguri. Okay, so yeah, hatchback is best. And yeah, actually still waiting on my black and yellow license plate. It's a long lead time, but anyways, so yeah, like I treat this like my Prius truck, the Prius Cybertruck. It fits so much stuff in the trunk, it's ridiculous. Look, we got Sen's bike, some cleaning supplies, etc. And yeah, and I think yeah, just kind of keep it open, just off the grid lifestyle. So anyways, yeah, so I think all this is so critical because, okay, first and foremost, people spend an insane amount of money on their cars. Foolishly, like my pride and joy is, in my whole adult life, I've never spent more than, how much? I've never spent more than, perhaps, I mean, I've spent money to repair cars, but I've never spent more than, what's my last car? Mazda Miata. Let me check out the Miata. I think I got the Miata, the 1990 Miata, when I was in college, my senior year, like $3,500 US. Craigslist, sounds about right. So my whole adult life, I've never spent, I'm 35 right now, born in 88. Yeah, never spent more than $3,500 USD on the car. And also the thing with the Prius truck, got that for $399. It's good. Actually, the funny thing too is that, like, everyone wants to live a better, happier life, what is, right? And actually the big benefit of just having like beater ass, right, is that, so like for example, me and Sen, we go to nature all the time. We go hikes on pretty much every day. The Stoneview Nature Center, the Baldwin Hills Overlook. And the funny thing is actually, so these fucking floor mats, right? I had to scrub them clean, right? Because it got super dirty. And then like sooner or later you have your kid, even if you just have a dog or just yourself, you know, you're gonna trash your car sooner or later anyways. So even having to maintain your car and keep it clean is like an effing full-time job, right? So as a consequence, and you know, sooner or later your kid's gonna throw up in the car and stuff. So yeah, it seems that a lot of these people whose wasting car money is on the brand new cars, seems like kind of a foolish decisions. Yeah, actually these balancing bikes great. We get from the Facebook Buy Nothing groups. And actually maybe a fun thought for the New Year's is yeah, just see how long you go without buying new shit. If anything, actually the most robust thing to do in terms of just workflow and life and everything in between is trying to figure out shit to get rid of or what to subtract from your life rather than what to add. And and then actually, my sister Anna, she always jokes. She's like, you know how you know you made it in life? When you see free furniture on the side of the road and you don't even look at it. It's a pretty good one. And actually, I'm at this point too, right? Where it's kind of like I don't like getting free shit no more because several things. One, it feels like there's an obligation for you to use it, and I'm like super anal about my things, my possessions, etc. And two, I think the problem is when you're super anal about shit, right? You have strong tastes, and my personal definition of an artist is somebody who just essentially has very, very strong taste, right? Like who has very, very strong preferences. I call it like visual OCD or being visually anal about things. And yeah, so that's my thought. Also, the good thing too, ultimately we're all artists, right? So the greatest joy is not buying something brand new or whatevs. It's actually to modify it and clean it and to do cool shit yourself. And so what that actually means is it's better to just get a beater ass car and then just do a ghetto spray paint job, matte black it, whatevs on the rims and shit, right? Rather than buy a nice ass brand new car where you feel like you can't modify it, you can't debadge it because you're afraid that you're gonna break shit. So yeah, the benefit of a beater, and also I have like my BS iPhone SE. Actually, it's funny because it got all scratched up and shit because I accidentally let some other random kids play with it, right? And yeah, they not as well trained as Sen, so as a consequence they just kind of rubbed it everywhere the wrong way, and as a consequence yeah, it got super dirty and whatevs. But alas, yeah, keeping shit clean is pretty critical. So some other thoughts I had this morning was, okay, this is the facts, right? Low key, man, most people, bro, like they live in filth, right? Like simple ways to think about it, right? So you get to really know somebody or who somebody is, whatevs, based on like once you go to their home, their residences, etc. Just go to the kitchen, go to the bathroom, go to the living room, bedroom, etc. Right? If they keep the place like effing pigsty, right? Their mind is also going to be like kind of a metaphorical pigsty as well. So as a consequence, right? Yeah, don't trust nobody but yourself. And yeah, so some other, you just gotta, so funny too, like the easiest way to just keep shit clean, just kind of like give it a I see like limo drivers do this all the time when they're just kind of bored. They just kind of wipe down their car just to kill time. It actually seems like a surprisingly effective strategy, and just cheaper than getting a car wash all the time, right? And every once in a while you could just wring this out, let it dry in the sun. The things I'm so grateful about being in SoCal, I mean, it gets cold during the winter time, but like never that cold. So if you're in the Bay Area, the East Coast, Boston, yeah, come out to LA, vibe out with me in the Culver Cities is the best place to be. So yeah, so some thoughts. So I think thinking about this New Year's resolutions, what else, right? Yeah, just be a negative, just don't buy new shit. And then it's funny too, because it's like one of those things, not like there's any moralistic evil or bad behind buying stuff. It's just kind of like I almost feel like the new elitism is the privilege to not buy new stuff, right? And now especially that we have all this like cheap shit on Amazon, right? I don't know, like even like buying a new iPhone is just like so much like hidden management, right? And then you gotta like find a new cables and boxes. Like even the new iPhone is the USB-Cs that everyone was like wanting and asking for, right? So I gotta get new chargers for my car and shit, right? So yeah, in fact, the will to simplicity and the will to deletion, I believe, is actually far more robust. Why is it that everyone wants the new thing? This is my personal theory. I think it's an interesting theory. So when you buy something new, we think we become something new, right? So everyone's so excited once you buy a new car, right? So I think the logic behind buying a new car is I mean, my adage is tell me what you drive and I'll tell you who you is. And so people's cars are essentially their external avatars, right? So the reason why I never trust nobody who drives an Audi, a Volkswagen, or a German car, or a Porsche, whatevs, is it's signaling some sort of deep insecurity behind things. Even like dudes drive these like big ass pickup trucks and lifted and AMG G-Wagons, y'all bunch of losers. Real men drive Priuses. And I think like it's straight up like Prius is like really, I mean, I'm a huge fan of Elon Musk, Tesla, you know, have a bunch of stock. Good morning. And as a consequence, yeah, so I love the innovation and stuff like that. But pragmatically speaking, I wouldn't actually myself drop all that money on Tesla, because even doing some research, so fun facts, right? Like if you're thinking about buying Tesla and you're not sure you want to do it, right? Just go on Craigslist, right? And look at all these people dumping the Teslas. And even I always walk by the Toyota dealership, right? And at the Toyota dealership, all these people are trading in their Teslas for Toyotas, and I'm just like, what? I mean, even Cindy's dad, right? He bought a brand new Tesla Model Y, the long range one, right? He's like, oh, so you know how you like it? Is your life change and stuff? It's like that. It's like, yeah, I thought it'd be a lot more like kind of a luxury car, but actually it feels pretty cheap. And the truth be told, right? The appeal of the Tesla is, I call it like utilitarian or Spartan luxury, is that the luxury isn't that the materials and the quality of the things is good, but rather the new privileges of like for example self-driving, full self-driving. I mean, my thought is the true killer, or the true reason to get a Tesla, is actually not for the electric car component, but the full self-driving car. And then I think even the best way to think about Tesla is essentially Tesla is an AI company. It's a data company, and AI is going to take over the future.